Welcome to Outdoors Radio with Dan Small, your source for the latest hunting and fishing information.
Thanks for joining us on Outdoors Radio. I'm Dan Small. It's time now for an update on Lake Michigan fishing in the Sheboygan area. We do this every 2 weeks now, sponsored by Dumper Dan's Sport Fishing Charters, Condos, and Riverfront Store on South Pier Drive in Sheboygan and on the web at dumperdan.com. And his Facebook page is Dumper Dan Sport Fishing Charters. You'll see lots of photos and videos and also an illustrated version of this conversation every time we record a new one. We're also sponsored this week by Sheboygan County Chamber of Commerce. They're located at 621 South 8th Street in Sheboygan and on the web at sheboygan.org. Well, joining us from Sheboygan, did I say Sheboygan enough times, Dan? Captain Dumper Dan Welch. So, Dan, how's the fishing been?
It's been good out of the port of Sheboygan, and I'm happy you say that name a lot because I've been here my whole life, and I love the city and port of Sheboygan. It's a great area. A lot of people come here to visit for many different things besides just fishing. But as far as the fishing goes, Dan, it's been very, very good. Fish are closer to shore. It's getting to be that time of year where they're starting to kind of slowly set up for the staging period of spawning season here on the king salmon off the port of Sheboygan. Been doing well on numbers, good variety, not having to travel too far to get to them, and it's been a good time for all our clients here coming from all over the Midwest to fish with us.
Is the cold water in close to shore, warm water out deep? Is that how it goes?
Yep, that's how it's been. We've had cooler water kind of in closer, and the water temperature for the whole season, Dan, has been very good, and that's a good thing. I mean, it can get too warm or too cold and make for very difficult fishing, but it's been just right, in that upper 50s to low to mid 60 degree range, and that's what we need. And right now we're fishing straight out of Sheboygan. It's easy pickings. My fleet sets up, they're on the water right now, all 6 boats. They're setting at about 140 feet of water, and they're trolling out to about 240. East and west patterns, which offshore for anglers is anywhere from 3 miles out to about 7 or 8 miles, so not too far, and fishing everything, suspended for coho, laker, king, rainbow, so it's been good that way, and all different size fish too. The cohos have been running, that 5 to 8 pound range. The rainbows are like 8 to 12 pound range. Now on our Facebook page, we do have a 20-pounder on there we caught the other day, a 20-pound steelhead or rainbow trout. So that was a very nice fish that customer's getting mounted with their taxidermist here at Dumper Dan's. And then also, kings have been running anywhere from 15 to like 24 pounds, and lakers as well, about that same size. So a lot of different size ranges. Great for people to reel in, from young kids to women to guys. I mean, it's just a good family outing for anybody that wants to partake in this kind of fishery right now.
Nice. Are the kings starting to color up the 4-year-olds?
They kind of are, Dan. It's a good question. And in fact, Zach and I the other day took the Robalo out and we fished close to shore by North Point, and we caught a couple 20-pounders in there, and they had a little tint of gray to them. They weren't silver, just a little tint of gray. But a lot of that has to do with water temp too. And as the water's a little warmer, obviously in August compared to like June, they do turn a little quicker. But a lot of that's water temp. I mean, by the time they spawn, it's later September, and then they really start turning their darker fall, late season colors. So right now it's more water temp than it is, on their changing of colors than it is spawning, I do believe. And I just wanted to mention another thing. Pier anglers shore anglers can take into the, do this fishery too, and not have to have a boat to do this. And a good friend of mine that we snowmobile with here in the winter months, and his son went over to North Point and caught just a ginormous king salmon casting a spoon off North Point the other day, and they did bring it into my store. They are getting it mounted there. Alec is putting it on his wall at his home, and we're getting it mounted for him, and the fish weighed 31 pounds, a king salmon on a spinning rod. I mean, that was one heck of a fight for this youngster, and he had a good time with that. So, I mean, kids of any age or anybody on the shore can cash in on this fishery come fall season because these fish are coming close to shore, and it's just fun to catch, and they put up one heck of a fight.
Nice. Have you got openings now into September?
I do. We kind of thin out here on reservations a little bit like normal because of, school starting, and, vacation is kind of nearing its end here for summer season for many people, all over the world. So we do have some openings here in September. Labor Day weekend I have openings yet, and well into September I have openings. We're real solid here in August yet, running about 75 to 90 trips a week right now, so we're pretty busy yet in August. But I would get out here late August, early September to mid-September if you want to do what I just mentioned, and try and cash in on some of these bigger fall king salmon fishing close to shore, because it's just a lot of fun, and you might get a trophy for the wall like Alex Spielglobel did. I mean, it's, you know, just a beautiful fish, and you never know. I mean, there's been some big fish in the Lake Michigan fishery this year that have been caught up and down the shoreline, you know, some 30 to 40 pound fish. So fall season is kind of, you know, when you want to kind of get out here and see if you can get a real big one for the wall as well.
Yeah, we heard about that 40-pounder from up in Algoma, but they're out there roaming around.
Absolutely, and there's some big fish, and there's a lot of bait fish in the lake and a lot of feed, and, you know, these fish are getting big and stocky, and they got shoulders on them, let me tell you. You get them on, and they're one heck of a fight. Get out here, try and get, you know, a trip in yet in the fall season with us. We've had great weather this year compared to last year so far, so knock on wood. So hopefully the fall season will be calmer conditions, and we can really target these fish and do well on them. And right now the numbers per catch are up. I mean, we're doing really well. You go out there, you can come in with a nice basket of fish. So get out here, give me a call, 920-377-1147. Taking reservations here every day, all day. So give me a call or go to our website, dumperdan.com, or like you always mention, our Facebook page. A lot of pictures, videos of what we do with the radio talk show and what else on my Facebook page with pictures and videos with other clients as well. So get out here. Summer's winding down. Give me a call and we'll get you on the lake.
Let's talk a little bit about the Sheboygan Chamber. What can you tell us about them?
The Sheboygan County Chamber of Commerce, great for our hometown and great for tourism. They've been around a long time. They're on South 8th Street, a couple blocks from my place. Stop in there. They have literature of everything and anything you want to do, you know, from golfing, the fishing, the hiking, the biking. Stop in, talk to their staff. Scott's one of the main guys. He actually fished with us last week and did really well. And when he came in, he actually grilled his fish on our patio deck on our grill. Talk to Scott at the chamber. He's a great guy, and he'll point you in the right direction along with his entire staff. And I was there actually early June, and I did a seminar for the chamber and a lot of businesses, which is on YouTube. You can check out, and spoke with them on tourism. So they got, you know, conference room. They have the facility for all the brochures and literature. And stop in 8th Street, great location. Check them out online if you can't stop in, if you want to do something in our Sheboygan County area.
Alrighty. Well, their website is sheboygan.org, easy one to remember. And Dan's, once again, is dumperdan.com, and his Facebook page, Dumper Dan Sport Fishing Charters. We'll talk to you again soon and hope to see you soon. I'm Dan Small. More Outdoors Radio right after this.